We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. And Stan, here we've got two of the highest scoring teams in the entire NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, there is firepower everywhere with these two teams. So defensively, you can't take away everything, but you have to try to take away something.
Limit some things, right, Coach? You can't stop everything on the play.
Not at all. You got to pick your poison and decide what you can live with.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. Schroeder hits them both. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery, Stan, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Here's Jovic, and he converts the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Pass to Wembanyama. No good from outside. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Vassell finds Wembanyama. And that one's good. Schroeder.
So how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And both free throws good for Giannis.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Schroeder, right side, 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Nets passing it around. Here's Jovic. Good on the triple. Jovic has got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Back to Schroeder. The 3 does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Here's Jovic. He has 5. Kicks it out to Harden. Takes a 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trail by 5. And he banks in the layup.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. From deep, Harden. Rebound, San Antonio. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history. And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to the great one. From downtown,
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Wembanyama passes to Schroeder. Kessler against Vassell. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Scoring against good defense. That's something that separates a player like Vassell from the pack.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Austin Reeves is checked in for James Harden. Here's Jovic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, clearly the layup was too easy for him. He had to go to the double clutch to make it a little more challenging.
In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Reeves gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
There's the three. A rebound by the Nets. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity?
That is a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Vassell, the bounce pass. Wembanyama, a screen on Reeves. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Spurs. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
You know, right now for Brooklyn, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Wembanyama outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Vassell. No good on the triple. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Inside. Here's Kessler. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Kessler setting the pick for Antetokounmpo. Over Sohan. And it falls over the rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Schroeder outside. Back to Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And that's 10 points for Victor Wembanyama. Brooklyn trailing. Here's the great one. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Wembanyama on the foul.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Schroeder outside. Here's Jerome. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shoots the three. The shot, no good. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Hawks. The great one with the bucket. 8 points for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. San Antonio making a switch here. Branham's checked in. Wembanyama down low. He's covered by Kessler. Branham can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Putting it on a string, Harden making it very hard for the defender to keep up.
Vassell outside. Here's Jerome. He has yet to score, and the shot goes in.
Wow, 6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Hero, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of efficiency here. 7 of 9 to start.
Kessler passes to the great one. There's a good screen. Williamson dishes to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's the great one. Here's Kessler. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack himself.
It's deflected, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Collins checked in for San Antonio. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Devin Vassell. Here's Branham. 9-point game his last outing. And here's Harden. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And this is Harden's specialty. One of the best in the league at drawing contact, and yet still able to convert.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Here's Hero. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Wembanyama, a screen on Hero. From outside the arc. Wembanyama, no good. Nets leading by 3. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, we'll never get tired of those dunks from Zion.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for San Antonio. A 3 from Wembanyama. The rebound by Harden. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And Stan, while in New Orleans, you had a chance to coach Zion Williamson. Now, I've heard you talk about him before, but what's something special about Zion that maybe the average fan doesn't see?
Well, Kevin, that's a great question, because I think what happens a lot of times with Zion, his athleticism is so exceptional that it's hard not to watch and focus on that. But Zion is both very, very smart and a very unselfish player. Nothing makes him happier than an assist to a teammate.
Well, that's a terrific assessment.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
But great one with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Collins a screen on Hero. Schroeder and the three off target. The offense coming free easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead as they wrap up the first quarter with a 13-5 run. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Hey, why?
So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Castle is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Zach Collins. Oh, wow, what a move inside.
That is incredible.
And just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
Castle misses.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's the great one. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And that one is good. 19 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Wembanyama. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
It is going to be hard to get a hand to Wembanyama's shots on the inside. Great instincts and just too much length.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Castle misses.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
The great one, and he slams it one-handed.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
Schroeder finds Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The great one with the bucket.
And the passing ability of James Harden, elite.
Spurs trail by 13. Schroeder passes to Collins. Back to Schroeder. Vassell left side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Just 5 on the clock. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, overcoming contact inside is something Wembanyama is pretty accustomed to.
Hero passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Harden. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Collins a screen on Hero. And it's Schroeder missing. Nets leading by 11. Giannis with it. He's picked up by Collins. Pass to the great one. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. The great one's got 24 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
They retain possession. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Here's the great one. Rebounded by Castle.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
The Nets making a switch here. Kessler's checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Collins. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, that's his third three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
Here's the great one. Antetokounmpo. The shot from the low post is good. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Vassell outside. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It really stands. Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes. And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic. Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options. Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Yeah, on any given night, this is what Wembanyama is capable of. He can put on a one-man show.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game. And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
But great one with the bucket. The great one's got 28.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
And so that brings the first half to a close. 76. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Pop. Facing a deficit in the second half, what do you tell your guys?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much, and they've got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Pop, thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Brooklyn Nets.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, it's so cool in here.
And later on, some more NBA action to look forward to. And that's all for us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
They've got Antetokounmpo, Harden out there with the great one. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Jovic in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Brooklyn leading by 9. And it's the great one missing. Wembanyama high post. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
The great one with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Kessler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden. So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different in so many ways. The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Back to Schroeder. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Here's Schroeder. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Schroeder's got 23.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
To the wing right side. Wembanyama, a screen on Giannis. And it's Sochan missing.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here's Castle. 7 points in the game. Now Wembanyama. Over Kessler. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 17. Wembanyama outside. Here's Vassell. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 3rd assist on the night. Antetokounmpo shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And attacking with all that length. And when Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And give them credit for the work they've done at the line. Nothing new. They're always impressive in terms of free throw shooting, but still worth mentioning.
Pass to Sochan. Wembanyama against Kessler. Here's Schroeder. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's in there. Antetokounmpo's got 19 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs trail by 18. Schroeder outside, taken away. Harden outside, pass to Antetokounmpo. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Schroeder passes to Sohan. Vassell outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And the foul called on the great one. That's his third foul of the game. San Antonio with the ball. Wembanyama passes to Schroeder. And here is Vassell. Schroeder outside, fires for three.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
It's good from long range.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Spurs. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot.
And checking out San Antonio, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach, but we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a 3-point shot.
Passes to Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Jovic. The Nets working the ball around now. The great one passes to Harden. Here's Jovic, covered by Vassell. 6 to shoot. Harden outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama high post. Working on Kessler. Wembanyama down low. He's covered by Kessler. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to the great one. Back to Antetokounmpo. Got us a screen on Vassell. Harden outside. This one for 3. Rebound by Sohan.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
14 feet away. Jovic passes to the great one. Harden outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama against Kessler. And it's sent back by Kessler. On the wing, Giannis. And the jump by Giannis.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Spurs shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Vassell, no good. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. Here's Giannis. And the shot no good, a bit short. Spurs shooting reasonably well, 45%. Wembanyama with it. And it's Harden picking him up. No coverage that time. Schroeder's got 26.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
The great one passes to Harden. Over Castle. Harden gets the bucket.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
You gotta love the way Vassell went right at the defense and finished through contact.
So for the Nets, Williamson comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Austin Reeves in for Walker Kessler. There's a screen and a deep three from Harden. Brenham pulls it in. So it's San Antonio now. And the foul called on the great one. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's the sport. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
Heroes check in for the Nets. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrust. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one.